Welcome back to Regs Automotive, where everything we do is hard. Today we're doing a conversion, engine conversion from a minivan, Dodge Chrysler minivan, over to 2013 Jeep Wrangler. That we're trying to convert the engine. They're both 3.6s, but there's some difference in the similarity of these engines. And we're trying to convert the engine over from 2013 Chrysler Town and Country over to a 2013 Jeep Wrangler. Yes, there is some similarities. I was told that we have to swap out a couple of things here to make things work, and I just want to take you guys on the journey with me. But, all right, let's get back on it here. We got to take this engine, the engine that came out of the Wrangler, we got to take it off of the engine stand, and we got to get the new engine from the Chrysler up on the engine stand and ready for us to tear it down to do the conversion. So we're going to start off with making sure that we secure this right here onto that. And we're going to use the engine hoist. Let's get our engine hoist up on here. Crank it up. Crank the engine hoist up. It takes a little while to get this up. I wish there was an automatic version. Crank it up. Get it secure on there. Wrap it around there nice and tight. Let's get it up. All right, so that is up. Let's pull out this makeshift bolt. Grab this right out of it here. All right, so that is off. We want to get the setup off of the back of it. Right there. And 13. Save the bolts in the correct position. Same position, the same engine. Hook on over here. All right, let it down like that. Trying to keep everything the same. Reach on over here. All right, that is now off. That is now off. All right, so just going to get this out of the way, and then we'll set up the other one to be able to be installed on there. Lower this down out of the way. This block, I think we had a problem with it, a manufacturer's issue. In a previous video, I'd actually showed you guys what was going on with these Pentastar blocks. All right, so we over here, what we want to do is remove the flywheel before we do anything. And I think that is 8 17 millimeter bolts. Just take that apart. Take it apart. Ooh, taking out flywheel bolts always smells awful when it comes out of the back of the flywheel. Crankshaft, actually. Smells like burnt oil and coolant. All right, so that is a side. Just gonna set it down here for temporarily. Then we'll get our makeshift bolts back and up and ready to go here. And try to set it up the same way it came out. I know that you can't see right now, but it's the same setup because it was the same block. It is the same setup. And we're going back in there with the same bolts. Trying to set things up the same way. So right here, looks like we have a little A bit of restriction right there. We'll just drive that down. 14. That sure would make things a little easier for us. Put the 13 on here real quick. All right, that's in there. Nice and tight. Well, not too tight because you don't want to break it off. Just got to get the back end of it. And we're all set and ready to lift it up. Where did I put my screw? Get that over there. So we should be good. Get this loosed off here and tied up to the new engine. Just tied it onto the new engine. All right, so it's got one mount in the front here. Just use the seat belt. Seat belt, you got to have a lot of respect for this. It's very, very strong nylon right here. Bring it through. All right, it looks like we're all up and mounted and secure on the engine stand. We're just gonna break back down the jack. We'll break the jack down and get the engine on the inside, right close next to the Wrangler, so we can work on it for tomorrow morning when we do come in. It's all set. We'll break the jack back down and let things get away. All right. Even though we gotta set the jack back up for tomorrow morning. I mean, for when we get ready to put this engine in. Come right here. Just drag this engine on the inside. Yeah. Drag it on the inside. I'm just going to grab the camera here real quick. So just might see a little bit of shaking here. So we can get out the side. All right, there it goes. All righty, so here we are. The engine is up on the stand. And we are ready right now to start breaking this engine apart in order for us to convert this 2013 Chrysler Town & Country over to this Jeep Wrangler. That's the way it looks. As you can see right there. And with just some modifications, we're going to take the timing cover out, and we're going to wind up changing the oil pan down the bottom here in order for us to be able to do that. The back of the block, we've already taken off the flywheel, so we have free access to removing all the bolts on the oil pan to do whatever we want to do.